couple of things. And, okay. I'll save that for later. If I move about and you can't see me, hopefully you can still hear me. Can y'all hear me? I'm going to assume that's a yes, because it says that my mic is on. Okay. So you were tasked with reading Sonny's Blues, right? Amongst other things. But your homework was to look at Freytag's pyramid and then assess where Sonny's Blues fits into Freytag's pyramid in terms of exposition, rising action, inciting incident, all of that, right? So did y'all come up with that? Nobody did it? Y'all are all fired, like right now. Okay, so let's have a moment of honesty. The 2, 4, 6, 8 that are here in person, did anyone do any of the reading? Okay, if you read, raise your hand. Read all of the story, not the first paragraph. Anywho, but did you read the entire Sonny's Blues story? So no. Online. Okay. 3 people. Oh, they can hear me. Online. Did anybody, if you read the entire story, just type yes. Y'all are all fired. Like right now. I need prayer. Okay. So there are 8 people here and 6 logged in. We have a class of 30 people. So there's only 14 people who are present for class right now. So because you did not read the story, I will give you the notes that you need, but you have to read the story because that is part of what is going on, correct? So you have a quiz on Friday in lieu of class. The deal was, if y'all heard me on Monday, if you are able to talk about Freytag's pyramid after having read the story, I would exempt you from Friday's quiz, right? But y'all didn't do that. So you got to take the quiz. And I got to grade it. Thanks. Okay, so Sonny's Blues, if you have the 13th edition, correct? A lot of people have it, apparently, because the bookstore had it. It should have been the 12th. So what did we say was Sonny's Blues in your book? Because it'll be everybody else's book too. Like 225? Yeah, it was in your composition book. We wrote it in your composition book. So it was like in a pink Sharpie marker situation.
It says it's on page 225.
Okay. Okay, so if you have the 13th, okay, let's do this because I see that that's a very big deal. Let me make a note. And I will also put it up online, but I'm not going to do the Freytag's pyramid for you. Okay. So if you have the 13th edition, because I gave you the equivalent of my book to your book. We wrote that down. Okay. I already did that for him. So let me give you guys what I gave him in terms of 12th and 13th equivalent. So let me do that right quick because I think that's kind of the problem. Is that we have different books. I'm teaching out of one book and assigning, obviously, homework. But a lot of you all, it's not a big deal, have a 13th edition. So for Sonny's Blues, the reading, if you have the 13th edition, it's on page 225. I'm writing it down. All right. Y'all got that? So what else do we write down over there? Okay, so okay, hang on. So in the 12th edition, you were to read chapter 1 plot, right? If you have the 13th, it's chapter 2. Y'all can figure out the page. Okay. What else do we have written down? Okay, so Freytag's pyramid, I'm writing this down, is on what? Page 51. If you have the 13th edition. But the rest of you all, if you have the 12th, then it's just how I put it online already. Anything else we wrote down? Questions about the slide? Okay, questions about plot is 55. Okay. Which is the equivalent of whatever I gave you guys for question. Was it questions 1 through 3 or what are they? What? Okay, read it to me. Uh-huh.
Read the first few paragraphs and stop what potential for conflict you see here.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, that question about the story, read the first couple paragraphs, kind of foreshadowing all that. That is what that is on page 55 if you have the 13th edition. Okay, so that's the reading equivalent for 13th and 12th.
Okay, so the question about the plot is this story right here.
Oh, you have questions that you're missing, aren't y'all? Remember I had to make a copy of those for you? Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, so let me see. Y'all are working me to death. Okay, questions about plot was question number 1 on page 66 in the 12th edition. Y'all were also to do questions 1 through 3 on page 93. And what that looks like for me, I don't think you have that one. That's one I sent you a picture of, right? Okay. So for 93, at the end of Sunny, okay, so maybe if you go to the end of Sunny's Blues, in my book, the questions are at the end of the story. But if you guys who have the 13th edition, at the end of the story, are there 3 discussion questions? For those who have the 13th edition? I don't think so. No, negative?
No.
Okay, so I'm going to scan. Okay, I only have one. Okay, so I'm going to scan this now and upload this for you while we're in class. And I will also change the due dates then. Fair enough? Okay. I'm not gonna leave you out to hang. Let me take a scan of this now while I am thinking about it. Otherwise, I'm going to forget. So these will be the questions. Let me see if that came up correctly. Yeah, perfect. Okay. And next. And what is this? Sunny's Blues questions. I'm scanning it now. Sunny's Blues questions. Questions. That's not right. Okay. Done. Save. Okay. It's uploading. When it uploads, I'll email it to myself and then I'll put it on Blackboard for you. Yes.
So the chapter 1 top questions that are due today.
I'll give an extension. So I will change all due dates because a lot of you all were not able to do the work because you didn't know where to look. Blah blah blah. Different books. So we'll figure that out today. What does that help you? Does that answer your question?
Even whenever they do that, those questions aren't for Sunny's Blues.
It's one plot question, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So I think it's the one that says read a couple paragraphs. Yeah, that's for Sunny's Blues. Does that answer the question? So if you guys online, yeah. So the question that asks you in the gray box about read a couple paragraphs, what do you think's going to happen, all of that, that's in regards to the Sunny's Blues story. That's what that goes to. So there's that.
And that's what we answered.
Correct, for Sunny's Blues. Now, the other 3 questions are what you answer after you read the story, the discussion questions. And I'm going to email myself that now and post them. Huh?
Is that a separate assignment?
Yeah, so you had 3 assignments essentially. But let me just hold on. I just lost train of thought. Thank you, John. What was I doing? Oh, yes. Sunny's Blues. Okay. I think y'all just like stressing me out. I'm beginning to think that y'all think it's funny to see me frazzled. Okay, Sunny's Blues questions. I'm going to share this with myself. Export. Email myself. And I'm gonna see. Okay. I'm sending them to myself. So do we have the 13th? If we have the 13th edition, do we still have to purchase the 12th? No, because at this point you cannot return the book, can you? You'd have to actually go buy a whole new book and then wait for buybacks to try to score your money back, right? So if you want to purchase the 12th edition, you know that you can turn them in and get your, do y'all do buybacks here? Okay, okay. You can turn both in and get a little bit of your money back. But otherwise, we would have to spend time figuring out what pages are equivalent to what. And that's your fault because the bookstore had the wrong book. So y'all are going to have to be diligent and let me know what y'all can and cannot see. So I can post 13th edition, this page, that page. And if you don't have it, which you don't have the questions, I'm going to have to scan it in for you. So I'm willing to do that, but I can't do it last minute. I'm going to go off of what I have in my book. And if you don't have that, after you check it, somebody needs to let me know, and then I will figure out the equivalent. Or we can just do it when I assign the work that day in class. But my fear is that, blah, blah. Okay. It's like singing. This is a waste of time. I'm so upset with you, Joanne. Okay, now let me download a message to myself because you guys hate me. Okay. The questions did come up. Okay, download. And okay. Hello, how are you? Let me save this. For those of you who are staring at me right now, I'm saving this for you guys to put in your Blackboard. Okay. So course content is going to be under week 2, obviously, and learning activities and assessments. I'm going to put the questions. Oh, you know what? I can attach the file to this edit. You don't have to go searching for stuff. Learning, look at that. Okay, so assignment files, browse computer. Open material. Okay, open. Okay, so while I'm in here, the assignment was originally due on September 4th, which is Friday. You guys need to let me know collectively, online and in person, what day do we need to have everything just due on Sunday? Or what do y'all want? Because we don't have class on Friday. So I can keep it like it is, but I'm not gonna force you to make me change it. I'm trying to help y'all out. So looking at me and not saying that is not helping. So Friday you were supposed to have a quiz, remember? And so I can take the quiz, King of the Bingo game off, and then y'all can do this assignment on Friday, 11:59, same time. But then I would take the quiz off of there. Look at you. Look at you. Hold on, let me see. But then I would have to hide it so that way you don't do it before Friday, because that's the purpose of putting up for Friday's class. You see what I'm saying? So while I'm in here fixing stuff, as of now, today, you had questions about the plot, which was question number 1, which asked you to read a couple paragraphs and then what do you think is going to happen, whatever. That is due today, 11:59. That's not hard to do. And now that you only have to read a couple paragraphs anyway, not the whole thing. So we can keep that due today still. Okay, I'm going to leave that on there. Yeah, you had a reading comprehension quiz that was due on Friday in lieu of class. I will take that off, but you still owe me a quiz next week over this reading, if not midweek. Fair enough? Okay, so let me take this off. Deleting it now. So to answer your question, Ms. Matthew, you only have 2 assignments. Yeah, whatever, leave me alone. Okay, so Sunny's Blues. All right, remove. Okay, so then recapping, you have question number 1 about Sunny's Blues, and you have the equivalent for your pages due today, and then you still have the questions 1 through 3 that I'm scanning and that I just scanned in that are due Friday. Is that enough time to read the story? Because that would be your assignment for class as opposed to doing the quiz. Like, okay, fair enough. Let me check what online. How do y'all feel about that? Yes, that's fine. Perfect. Okay. So if you go to Blackboard, check me out. The Blackboard. And you go to this week's work, I attached the questions to the assignment. So it should say Sunny's Blues, attached files, Sunny's Blues questions PDF. Okay, does that link work for y'all? It's kind of janky, but you can read it. Y'all can, okay, so that link works. Okay, perfect. So those are the questions that you're gonna answer based on Sunny's Blues. Let me change this so way nobody's confused. Okay, that's today. We're not doing King of the Bingo game. Let me take this off of here. But you still owe me King of the Bingo game. Okay. Okay, so there's that. And let me take this off of here. Sorry, guys, for being all in your face online. I'm trying to delete the stuff as I see it because I don't want to confuse anyone. All right, so you only have those things there. Okay. Done. So now on your Blackboard, it just shows read the section, answer the questions, and then Sunny's Blues, answer the questions. That's all it shows. I took all the other stuff off of there. Okay, so I'm going to close this assignment, Sunny's Blues. I'm going to hide it, and I will open it up Friday morning because I can't have you do it ahead of time because you have to have something to show that we did on Friday instead of having class. So it's there. Y'all saw it, but I just hid it from you. So I will open it up Friday morning, probably like I'll open it up at midnight. I'm up anyway. So we're good. I'm gonna go drink coffee now since y'all stressed me out. Okay. And you need to also be able to discuss Monday, Freytag's pyramid with, should I put that on here as well? Y'all hate me, don't you? I really feel in my spirit that y'all are trying to make me cry. Okay, so let me say, be sure to be able to discuss Freytag's pyramid in class / online Monday. Okay. Let me put for Sunny's Blues. Okay. So at the bottom, it's in red. You can't miss it. So I need to go over what we have to do. Or y'all got it? So you have an assignment due today. You have an assignment due Friday, which won't open until Friday. And as you're reading, be able to identify exposition, inciting incident, rising action, climax, falling action, resolution, and denouement as it is written in Sunny's Blues, and then be able to discuss it in class on Monday, excuse me. Fair enough. Okay, let me check online, people. I'm so mad at y'all. Y'all didn't read. It's the hurricane, wasn't it? Lies. Okay. Okay, Does anybody online have a question? If you do, unmute your mic so I can hear you. You don't have to type it out. Questions about due dates, anything like that. Anybody? The equivalent of what I assign out of my book, which is the 12th edition, and those of you who have the 13th edition, their page numbers are different. So does anybody need that again? Okay. Let me take attendance. And go cry because y'all didn't do my homework. Bet you did your math homework though. Don't even say nothing. Don't even answer that question. Okay. All right. Just when I call your name, unless you have a question about today or due dates, you are free to go. And online, if I call your name just off of who has turned in the assignment on Friday, that's how I'm gonna take attendance. If you guys were wondering. Last name Abbas. Karen Acevedo. Samuel's here. Lauren Avila. Austin Castro. Chastity. Maria Carlin Vasquez. Who's Shorty Cupcake? You said here, but I don't know who Shorty Cupcake is in real life. Chastity. Thank you. Oh, that's cute. Karen Acevedo is here. All right. Maria Colin Vasquez. Joseph Gallegos. Karen Garcia. Okay, got you, Joseph. Thank you. Karen Garcia. Christian Guillory. Andrea Juarez. Victoria Kinney. Merca, I just saw you. Okay, Merca's here. Joanne's here. Andy is not. Alexandra Morales. Oh, that's Ali Morales. Okay, up there. Gotcha. Marari. Thank you. Hannah Noel's here. Last name is Okoroji. Nobody? Okay. Darian Oliver. Jaylene Ortiz. Thank you, ma'am. Vanya, I just saw you. Yep, you're here. Okay. Presley Payne. Darian Films. Who is that? Is that Darian Oliver? Going once, going twice? Okay, thank you. Presley Payne, Cassandra Pena. Sabrina Ramirez, I see you. Rebecca Reeves, awesome. Karen Rivera, gotcha. Naomi, okay. Curtis Warren, yep, gotcha. Ty and Christopher Welch. Okay. All right, we're good. So if this does not post, I tried. Okay. Please read, please. Because that really hurts my feelings when y'all don't read, because then I feel like y'all don't care about me. Joanne? Okay. You're welcome. Y'all have a good day. All right, online, I'm logging off. Does anybody need me online or anything?
A tad bit dramatic.
I probably am.